Have you ever felt that afternoon slump? The heavy eyelids, the sluggish brain, the overwhelming urge to reach for another cup of coffee. You're not alone. Millions of people around the world rely on caffeine to power through their day, battling fatigue and boosting focus. It's a cultural staple, woven into the fabric of our daily routines. But what if this seemingly harmless pick-me-up came with hidden costs? What if the very thing that helps us feel alert could also be subtly affecting our health in ways we don't fully understand? This is not about demonizing coffee or caffeine altogether. Instead, let's delve deeper into the complex world of this ubiquitous stimulant, exploring both its remarkable benefits and potential risks. Building on this, consider the common belief that coffee is bad for your heart. It's a claim you hear frequently, often whispered with concern alongside tales of jitters and insomnia. This myth, however, doesn't paint the whole picture. While it's true that caffeine can temporarily elevate your heart rate and blood pressure, research shows mixed results about its long-term impact on cardiovascular health. Some studies suggest moderate coffee consumption might even offer certain protective benefits. For instance, coffee contains antioxidants, which are known to combat cellular damage and inflammation, both of which can contribute to heart disease. This leads us to a crucial point. The effects of caffeine are not black and white. They are nuanced, influenced by factors like individual physiology, genetics, and consumption habits. Consider this. A person who enjoys 1 or 2 cups of coffee daily might experience positive effects, such as improved cognitive function and mood. On the other hand, someone who guzzles several large espressos throughout the day could find themselves experiencing anxiety, insomnia, and digestive issues. This highlights the importance of understanding your own body's unique response to caffeine. However, it's important to remember that even seemingly harmless substances can have downsides if consumed in excess. The magic number when it comes to coffee varies from person to person, but generally speaking, exceeding 400 milligrams of caffeine daily is considered excessive for most adults. This equates to about 4 cups of brewed coffee. Pushing past this limit can lead to a range of unpleasant symptoms, including headaches, tremors, restlessness, and even heart palpitations. In rare cases, high caffeine intake can trigger more serious health problems like seizures or arrhythmias. Let's not forget that coffee is also a diuretic, meaning it increases urine production. This can lead to dehydration if you don't replenish your fluids adequately. It's crucial to stay hydrated throughout the day, especially if you are a regular coffee drinker. Understanding these potential downsides doesn't mean we need to abandon our morning cuppa altogether. Instead, it encourages us to adopt a mindful approach to caffeine consumption. This involves paying attention to our bodies, recognizing our individual tolerance levels, and making informed choices about how much coffee we consume throughout the day. But how does caffeine actually exert its influence over our bodies? To understand the complex relationship between coffee and our physiology, we need to delve into the fascinating world of biochemistry and neurotransmission. Caffeine's magic lies in its ability to mimic a naturally occurring molecule in our brains called adenosine. Adenosine acts like a brake pedal, slowing down nerve activity and promoting feelings of relaxation and sleepiness. Building on this understanding, caffeine molecules bind to adenosine receptors throughout the brain, effectively blocking adenosine from attaching. This interference disrupts the normal braking effect, leading to increased neuronal firing and heightened alertness. Imagine pressing the gas pedal while simultaneously hitting the brakes. That's essentially what caffeine does to our brain chemistry. This surge in neuronal activity manifests as various physiological effects, we commonly associate with coffee consumption. One of the most noticeable is increased dopamine release. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure, motivation, and reward. When caffeine blocks adenosine receptors, it triggers a cascade of events that ultimately lead to an increase in dopamine levels. This surge contributes to the feeling of euphoria and well-being often experienced after consuming coffee. However, this heightened dopamine activity isn't without its downsides. While a temporary boost can be invigorating, chronic overstimulation can disrupt the brain's natural reward system. Studies have shown that habitual caffeine use can lead to dependence and withdrawal symptoms like fatigue, headaches, and irritability when consumption is reduced or stopped. This intricate dance between caffeine, adenosine, and dopamine also explains why coffee impacts our bodies in diverse ways beyond just alertness. Caffeine stimulates the release of adrenaline, a hormone responsible for the fight-or-flight response. This can lead to increased heart rate, blood pressure, and respiration, essentially putting your body into high gear. This physiological arousal explains why some individuals experience jitters or even anxiety after consuming coffee, particularly if they are sensitive to caffeine's stimulating effects. Furthermore, caffeine affects our digestive system as well. It can stimulate gastric acid production, which may contribute to heartburn or indigestion in susceptible individuals. Coffee can also act as a diuretic, increasing urine production and potentially leading to dehydration if fluid intake isn't maintained. This explains why it's crucial to stay hydrated throughout the day, especially if you're a regular coffee drinker. It's important to note that these physiological responses vary significantly between individuals. Factors like genetics, body mass, caffeine tolerance, and even individual metabolic rates play a role in how our bodies process caffeine. This leads us to a crucial point. Moderation is key. While coffee can offer numerous benefits, including potential cognitive enhancement and reduced risk of certain diseases, excessive consumption can lead to negative health consequences. Understanding the science behind caffeine's effects empowers us to make informed choices about our coffee habits. By listening to our bodies, recognizing our individual tolerance levels, and practicing mindful consumption, we can harness the power of coffee while minimizing its potential risks. But here's the paradox. Despite this wealth of information, the standard advice surrounding coffee consumption often falls short. We're told moderate your intake, but how much is too much? The generic recommendations rarely consider the nuances of individual physiology and lifestyle. Building on this, a significant portion of the population operates under a flawed paradigm. They equate moderation with eliminating caffeine entirely, or resorting to extreme, unsustainable measures. This black and white thinking fails to acknowledge the multifaceted nature of caffeine's effects and our complex relationship with it. This misconception stems from a fear-based approach to caffeine. We've been conditioned to perceive it as a purely stimulatory substance, a buzz that inevitably leads to jitters, anxiety, and sleeplessness. This narrative overlooks the potential benefits of moderate caffeine consumption and perpetuates a culture of either all or nothing. This binary thinking is particularly detrimental because it ignores the crucial role of individual tolerance. What might cause significant distress in one person could be barely noticeable for another. Factors like genetics, body mass, and metabolism play a critical role in determining how our bodies metabolize caffeine, leading to vast variations in its effects. However, this doesn't mean that everyone should indiscriminately consume large amounts of coffee. This is where the concept of informed moderation comes into play. Instead of adhering to rigid guidelines, we need to develop a personalized understanding of our own caffeine tolerance and its impact on our well-being. This involves paying close attention to our body's signals, recognizing subtle changes in mood, energy levels, sleep patterns, and even digestive comfort. Yet, the path to this self-awareness is often fraught with obstacles. We live in a world that prioritizes instant gratification and quick fixes, making it challenging to slow down and truly listen to our internal cues. The constant bombardment of information, both online and offline, further complicates matters by perpetuating conflicting advice and generating confusion about what constitutes healthy coffee consumption. This lack of clarity can lead to a cycle of self-doubt and anxiety. Individuals may feel pressured to conform to societal expectations or trendy dietary regimes, even if these approaches don't align with their individual needs and preferences. The result is often a disconnect between our body's signals and our actions, contributing to feelings of frustration, guilt, and ultimately, further confusion. It's also worth considering the broader social context surrounding coffee consumption. The ubiquitous presence of caffeine in our daily lives, from morning lattes to afternoon energy drinks, can blur the lines between conscious choice and habitual dependence. We may find ourselves reaching for a cup of coffee out of ingrained routine rather than genuine desire, leading to overconsumption and its potential downsides. So, what's the root cause of this widespread disconnect? It boils down to a lack of personalized understanding and an over-reliance on generalized advice. Instead of embracing the unique intricacies of our individual physiology, we often fall prey to societal pressures, fear-based narratives, and the allure of quick fixes. This ultimately hinders our ability to cultivate a truly mindful and sustainable relationship with coffee. Now, this disconnect breeds a cycle of confusion and self-doubt, leaving many individuals questioning the very essence of their coffee consumption. But what if we could shift this paradigm? What if, instead of succumbing to external pressures and generalized advice, we embarked on a journey of self-discovery, uncovering the unique interplay between our bodies and caffeine? Building on this understanding, let's delve into actionable steps, practical tools to empower you to forge a more mindful and personalized relationship with coffee. This isn't about demonizing or glorifying caffeine. It's about finding a harmonious balance that resonates with your individual needs. First and foremost, cultivate a deeper awareness of your own body's responses to caffeine. Keep a detailed journal documenting your coffee consumption, the type, time of day, amount, and any noticeable effects you experience. Are you feeling jittery, anxious, or experiencing digestive discomfort? Conversely, does coffee seem to enhance your focus and productivity? This introspection will illuminate your unique caffeine sensitivity and guide your choices moving forward. However, awareness alone isn't enough. Actionable steps are crucial to bridge the gap between understanding and application. Let's start with mindful consumption. Instead of habitually reaching for a cup of coffee out of ingrained routine, pause and consciously assess your need. Are you truly experiencing fatigue, or is it simply a habit? By questioning the impulse, you reclaim control over your caffeine intake. Furthermore, embrace gradual adjustments rather than drastic changes. If you're a heavy coffee drinker aiming to reduce your consumption, start by tapering down gradually. Replace 1 cup of coffee per day with herbal tea or decaf alternatives. This allows your body to adapt smoothly, minimizing withdrawal symptoms and fostering a sustainable reduction in caffeine intake. This leads us to the crucial aspect of timing. The impact of caffeine varies throughout the day, influencing sleep patterns and energy levels. Avoid consuming caffeine late in the afternoon or evening as it can interfere with your sleep cycle, leaving you feeling restless and fatigued the next morning. Instead, opt for a calming herbal tea or warm milk before bed to promote restful sleep. Nutrition plays a significant role in modulating caffeine's effects. Pairing coffee with protein-rich foods like eggs, yogurt, or nuts can slow down the absorption of caffeine, providing a more sustained energy boost rather than an abrupt surge followed by a crash. Conversely, consuming coffee on an empty stomach can exacerbate jitters and anxiety due to rapid caffeine absorption. Finally, recognize that individual responses to caffeine are unique. What works for one person may not necessarily work for another. Continue experimenting with different brewing methods, roasts, and consumption times to discover what best suits your body's needs. Remember, this journey is about personalization. It's about tuning into your own rhythms and finding a harmonious relationship with coffee that nourishes both your body and mind. Continue experimenting with different brewing methods, roasts, and consumption times to discover what best suits your body's needs. Remember, this journey is about personalization. It's about tuning into your own rhythms and finding a harmonious relationship with coffee that nourishes both your body and mind. This personalized approach allows us to delve deeper into the transformative potential of coffee when enjoyed consciously. Building on this understanding of individual responses, let's explore the long-term benefits that consistent, mindful coffee consumption can offer. Research suggests that moderate coffee intake may contribute to a reduced risk of chronic diseases, including type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, and certain types of cancer. This protective effect is thought to be attributed to caffeine's antioxidant properties and its ability to stimulate the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein crucial for neuronal growth and survival. However, it's important to note that these benefits are associated with moderate consumption, typically defined as 3 to 4 cups per day for most adults. Excessive intake can lead to adverse effects such as insomnia, anxiety, heart palpitations, and digestive issues. This underscores the importance of listening to your body and finding your personal sweet spot. The positive impact of coffee extends beyond physical health. Many individuals find that a daily cup of coffee enhances their cognitive function, boosting alertness, focus, and memory. Caffeine's ability to stimulate the central nervous system can improve reaction time and enhance performance on tasks requiring sustained attention. This mental clarity can be particularly beneficial for students, professionals, and anyone seeking to optimize their productivity. Moreover, coffee has been shown to positively influence mood and reduce symptoms of depression. Studies suggest that caffeine can increase levels of dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters associated with pleasure, happiness, and well-being. A warm cup of coffee can provide a comforting ritual that sets the tone for a positive day, fostering a sense of calm and focus. This leads us to consider the motivational aspect of coffee. The invigorating aroma, the rich taste, the comforting warmth, all these sensory experiences contribute to a psychological association with productivity and accomplishment. Coffee becomes more than just a beverage. It transforms into a symbol of self-care, a ritual that empowers us to take charge of our day. The question arises, how can we harness this power for positive transformation? The answer lies in intentionality. Begin your day by consciously choosing to savor your coffee, appreciating its aroma, taste, and texture. Engage all your senses in the experience, allowing yourself to fully immerse in the moment. Reflect on your goals for the day, visualizing yourself achieving them with clarity and focus. Use this quiet time as an opportunity to set intentions, align your energy, and cultivate a sense of purpose. As you sip your coffee, visualize yourself radiating confidence, tackling challenges with resilience, and embracing opportunities with enthusiasm. This mindful practice can become a powerful catalyst for personal growth, fostering a positive mindset and inspiring action. Remember, the journey begins with a single step. Today is the perfect day to cultivate a harmonious relationship with coffee, unlocking its transformative potential and embarking on a path of well-being and accomplishment.